I want to say no, that's a spoiler.
I know what you were gonna say. Cut that out. Would you kill someone?
No. I guess that's where we draw the line.
Yes, that's where we draw the line.
No, I've had films where, when it was about to come out, I felt like I regret this, I shouldn't have done it.
Oh, I feel that all the time with every film. Hi everyone, today is a very exciting day because I am with one of the most formidable talents of our country. The one, the only.
Oh no, we're gonna do this every time.
I just like the sound of it. I feel like your name has a weight.
Damn, thanks.
It just
Janhvi
sounds like,
Kapoor.
Yeah, no, Janhvi Kapoor just sounds like full of gas. I don't know. Roshan Mathew sounds like the kind of name you'd introduce in like a WWE championship. What do you think?
You're very kind. Every day on set, I've been inspired by the amount of work that this person's put in and the kind of perspective that she comes in for shoot every day. So Janhvi Kapoor, our own Suhana Bhatia from Ulajh. We're apparently going to ask each other anything.
Anything can happen.
Always showing your innocent face. You think it'll work with me?
मुझे बस किसी बलि की बकरी की तरह फंसाया और
तो अब ये बकरी क्या करेगी?
पूरा का पूरा शेर खा जाएगी.
What is the one thing that you would never ever do for a movie role?
Oh, never do for a movie role.
Would you go bald?
Yeah. Oh, I was thinking of like far more scandalous
Would you
things.
like pierce your eyebrow?
Yeah, of course.
Would you pierce your tongue?
Sure.
Would you bang your head against the wall till it bled?
Like, how many times a day?
Like till it bled?
Oh,
No,
okay.
like for a scene?
In the heat of the moment, maybe, but that'd be pretty crazy on the part of the director.
Would you kill someone?
No. I guess that's where we draw the line.
Yes, that's where we draw the line.
Just stop before like it's a
Roshan
proper
Mathew
crime.
would not kill someone.
We will never kill someone for a part. That's
For a
true.
part.
Yeah. Would you kill someone for a part? Wow.
No, I would not.
Okay, great.
I would also
Yeah.
not go bald.
Oh, really? But what if it was this like life-changing,
No.
once in a lifetime
No.
opportunity of a film? It'll never happen
No.
again to you
No.
or in the history of cinema.
That's fine.
Come on.
Then they can just put a bald cap on.
But it's
or like
just
VFX
hair.
it
They
up.
have to shoot you shaving your head.
Going bald is something, I've dislocated my shoulders, I've bled, I've broken bones, I've put myself through all kinds of trauma and torture, but going bald is something I refuse to do because
Would you gain 50 kgs?
I gained a significant amount of weight, yes.
Yeah? But you still wouldn't go bald?
No.
But it's just hair.
No, I know, and it grows back. But the thing is that even for Suhana, for
Right.
Ulajh, Sudhanshu really wanted me to cut my hair like
Right.
till here. And like I started crying at here. And it was my biggest fight with Sudhanshu because mom, I remember during Dhadak, when I cut my hair, she yelled at me like a lot. And she was like, how could you do not cut your hair for any role, don't just, your hair is one thing. And she was very like, every like third or fourth day, her putting oil and massaging my hair. Like she was very proud of like my hair.
Okay, now that I can't
So
argue with.
I will not cut
So,
my hair.
Cool.
If you could rename Ulajh, what would you rename it? Like another title.
I want to say no, that's a spoiler.
I know what you were gonna say.
What?
Food item.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Cut that out.
What do you do after like a bad day? It's been horrible, but you have to get to set the next day. What do you do?
I need to have someone to vent to,
Okay.
and then like I it all out.
You talk about it, get it out of the system.
Yeah, like you know this. I'd vent to you.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. What was it about Suhana or about Ulajh that made you think that you wanted to do it for sure?
I think it was one of the few times I was caught off guard by a narration and a story. I guess disarmed by it.
Like, how do you mean?
Like, I guess the first twist and turn in the film, I didn't see it coming. And I'm usually quite good at predicting where a story is going. And her background is similar to mine in the sense that she comes from like legacy and privilege, and how she deals with the pressures of that is very different from how I deal with it, but also similar. And it was a cool opportunity to make a movie and play a character whose background has become such a big part of my identity and how audiences consume me.
Yeah, that's very interesting because every time I'm offered a character which I think is too similar to who I am or like the public persona of me, I feel very scared to touch it.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I'll re-emphasize it by doing it. So it's better I stay away, because also like as an actor you want to keep
Your baggage away from.
yeah, and you also want to be like malleable. You want to be able to change into multiple things. I feel like this will just set it in
Stone.
concrete. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, now I'm scared.
No, don't think about that.
I just think that it's not possible for it to have been emphasized more than it is in my life.
Yeah,
And I also
yeah.
think that the way she consumes information and like reacts to things, it's like a
Yeah.
180 to how I would do it.
Yeah, definitely.
Have you ever said yes to a movie without reading the material on paper?
Yeah, I have.
Really?
Yeah. The director of Premam in Malayalam, if you've seen the film. He called me up.
Yeah, I would also do anything.
Right?
with him.
I was shooting for Darlings at that point. So I was in Bombay. He said, can we meet? I'll tell you there's a very tiny little something. I said, let's do it. I'll just turn up. If you're okay with it, I'll come. And he said, yeah, okay, great. Come. Whenever you come, I'll tell you the story.
How
And it
cool.
happened on set. On set is when he told me just the arc where my character appears. And it's like a 3-4 scene guest appearance of sorts. I didn't know the story of the film until I watched it in the theatre.
Cool.
I just knew the bare minimum that I
Gist
needed
of
to know
it, yeah.
to do that. And it was fun. It was fun to...
I'm sure it was kind of liberating to do something
Very,
like that
because you
also.
know the whole thing does not depend on you.
Yeah.
And you know that this director trusts you enough to just let you walk in without having, let the...
And especially a director like him, that must have been.
Yeah. Is there a film that you did that you wish you hadn't done? I don't know how you'll take the name, but just say yes or no.
No. I'm happy with everything. I learned
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I don't think any actor is gonna ever be like, I regretted doing that film, because you learn from each film.
Yeah. No, I've had films where, when it was about to come out, I felt like I regret this, I shouldn't have done it.
Oh, I feel that all the time with every film. But then,
Really?
yeah, but like that's more like, oh, I wish I just lived under a rock and I was a hermit and like I'm never seen again. Like,
No, that's different. This I'm talking about specifically this one. I should not have touched it. But even those, you're right. In the long run, it feels like no. It's. I'm glad I did it.
Yeah.
those mistakes.
it's
teach you
kind of like
something.
life. Like, what's that film where the Millers and that guy has that tattoo, no regrets?
This is the one.
He means to
yeah.
write no regrets, but he
Yeah.
writes like Rugrats or
Rugrats,
something.
yeah.
I agree with him.
No regrets
The
for you.
spelling was wrong, but the sentiment of the Rugrats was.
Yeah. But that's
correct.
there's the point. He does not even regret that.
Yeah. If Ulajh was being remade in Malayalam, who would you cast for all our characters?
Oof, that's a very interesting question. There is an actor called Grace Anthony. There is Anna Ben.
Of course I know Annabelle.
Oh yeah, of course you know Annabelle. Oh, that'd be quite funny actually. Now that you okay, so let's say Annabelle.
Okay.
Because there's poetry in that.
Yeah, I think
On
she'd
some
kill it.
level. Yeah, and for Gulshan's, I'll have to think a bit.
Would you cast yourself?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah,
I'd-
right?
Yeah, I'd really like to. I've had my eyes on that character since I first read the
Yeah.
script, and I've been very open about this. So, yeah, maybe in Malayalam I would.
I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, I'd have
I
to get a
might
little-
like convince Anna to not do it and do it myself again in Malayalam also.
But yeah, what was your toughest day of shoot? It doesn't have to be from Ulajh. Absolute toughest day of shoot.
I think it's coming up. I think it's gonna be this song that I'm shooting that I showed you the choreography of.
Yeah, that looked pretty scary.
I think it's gonna be tough.
I'm sure it'll look killer when it comes
I
out.
hope so. I'm very nervous about it.
No, but we've had that on Ulajh also. You pull through somehow.
I know, but like in Ulajh, it served me to look like I was out
Dying.
of sorts. Yeah.
Yeah,
In this,
yeah.
I kind of need to look like.
Yeah.
What has been, and I think I know the answer to this, your highest retake count? I think ours is the same.
No, I know which scene you're thinking about. I should inform you, I recently outdid myself.
Oh, really?
When we wrapped that scene, I was really desperately hoping that was going to be it.
The cap, what was it? What was the number?
I
Like
think
30?
No, 26 or something.
Bad enough.
Yeah, but also considering it was like an 8-minute shot,
Long shot,
that's insane.
We didn't need to shoot it like, there was a simpler way to do that.
Definitely.
We just chose not to.
Yes.
We did that a lot on Ulajh.
We did. And this was a situation where people stopped counting around the time where we stopped, and they were just like, no, stop yelling out the number. It's going to make everybody nervous.
Oh no.
And I should also say that it wasn't just me, okay? There was a lot of things technically which had to
I'm
fall
sure.
in place.
I think even ours was the whole day was just that
Pretty
scene.
much the whole night, yeah.
Yeah.
But then London night, so. Yeah.
Oh no, I feel sad because I feel like we had something that really tied
We had some
us
serious
together.
bonding that happened that night because we had to in situations of crisis.
And that was our first day of shoot together.
That was my first day
Yeah,
of shoot
that
on
was
the
your first day
film.
of shoot.
Yeah.
It's not a good way to break you in.
Oh God, that's how it started for me. Because we're in the era of influencers. So if you had to switch careers and become an influencer, what would your area of influencing be? What would you go after?
Maybe like fashion.
I would think so.
Yeah,
I would've-
fashion or beauty or like DIY.
Yeah. DIY what?
DIY like skin routines or like what I eat in a day, like one of those
Right.
gals on Instagram.
I don't think you should do what I eat in a day.
Yeah, that would traumatize people. a
Definitely.
little bit.
I mean, it'd be scandalous and hence popular, but but yeah, I would have
Maybe I
guessed
should do one
fashion.
of those like all you can eat pages.
Yeah, that
Like
you
me
could.
just like in front of a plate, like ASMR so they can hear every bite.
Just the crunch.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's what I would do.
Yeah.
How often do you use IMDb and what has been your experience with it?
Very, very often actually. It's like right from when I first started exploring movies, which is I think, towards the end of school, early college, when like the horizon expanded. IMDb was the go-to
Yeah,
place.
same. Like you need to see the rating before you decide what.
Definitely. And they used to have this, I'm pretty sure they still have it. They used to have this list of top 100 films.
They have
So-
it still, yeah.
Yeah, so I like copied that onto my laptop and
Watched all of them?
tried to get as many
I
as
did
possible.
too, yes, yeah.
So like so many films I came across only I didn't know about. I like downloaded it purely because it was on the IMDb list, and so it has had a huge part to play. And I still go on IMDb every once in a while, and I honestly felt very starstruck when I got a message from IMDb on Instagram. I was like, oh my God.
I have a rhyme.
Yeah, little Roshan will be so proud.
How cute.
You know? And what about you? I'm sure you were like more very early on. You must have been inducted into because of the movie background.
I think so, yeah. I mean, it was the same thing. I did the top 100 IMDb list, and that's how I saw Pulp Fiction at a very young, tender age of like 10, 11, and my parents were very scandalized.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, there's so many things in this film that you should not have been exposed to.
Definitely. This has been a lot of fun.
Yes.
Thank you for making us do this. And you want to tell them about the film?
Yes, so our movie, Ulajh, is releasing in theatres near you on the 2nd of August. Please do watch it. It's a thriller, it's a political thriller. It's got lots of twists and turns. It's got me and Roshan breaking our bones.
And please don't forget to go on IMDb after you watch it and leave us a rating. And
10 out of 10.